Hello, and welcome to Contra COVID's social navigation video on accessing the economic impact payment, otherwise known as the stimulus check. The economic impact payment, or stimulus check, is coronavirus relief aid up to $1,200 per individual, $500 per independent, and this amount can be adjusted for your annual gross income. All U.S. citizens, permanent residents, and U.S. resident aliens who have a Social Security number, are not claimed as a dependent, and have adjusted gross income under certain limits are automatically eligible for payments. These income limits include $150,000 for married couples filing joint returns, $112,500 for head of household filers, and $75,000 for all other eligible individuals. Taxpayers will receive a 5% reduction in their payment for the amount their AGI is above these amounts. If you are undocumented, you may not be entitled to a stimulus check. However, if you file your taxes using an individual identification number, or ITIN, you may be able to get one. If you do not, there are several organizations, such as the Betancourt-Macias Family Scholarship Foundation, that are currently accepting grant applications for undocumented individuals and their families. Follow this link to find the application. We will now go over a couple of scenarios, some in which no further action is required to get your check, and some where there may be just a few steps left in order to access your payment. If you started receiving Supplemental Security Income, SSI, or Social Security Disability Income, SSDI, prior to January 1, 2020, you need take no further action to get your stimulus check. If you started receiving SSI or SSDI after January 1, 2020, but you have filed your 2018 and 2019 tax returns, you are also all set. To check on the status of your payment, please follow this link to the Get My Payment form. You may not be able to receive your stimulus check until you have filed taxes and tax returns for 2019. If you make less than $36,000 a year, please follow this link. If you make more than $36,000 a year, use this link instead. For those who do not file taxes and are not claimed as a dependent on someone else's taxes, you may still be eligible for the stimulus check by using the non-filer tool. To look at qualifying scenarios and to see if you are eligible, please follow this link. To fill out the non-filer tool, follow this link, and make sure to set up a free account with Intuit so you may register as a non-filer. We are now going to go through the non-filer tool. The first half of the non-filer tool asks you to enter your filing status as if you were to file taxes. First, you will be asked to identify whether you are filing as a single or filing jointly as a married couple. You will then enter your personal information: first name, middle initial, last name, and social security number. If married and filing jointly, enter the information for your spouse below. Then, you'll want to enter your mailing address. If you reside in a foreign country, enter that information below. The box below asks if you are a dependent. If you are claimed as a dependent on someone else's taxes, you are not eligible to receive your own stimulus check. You may still claim your spouse as a dependent. List any dependents you have below with first name, last name, social security number, relationship to you, and if they have one, their IP PIN. If you have additional dependents, you can click this box to add more slots. Then you enter your bank account information. This is so you may receive your stimulus check as a direct deposit. If you do not enter this information or do not have a bank account, your check may be delivered to you by mail in the form of a check or a debit card. If you have experienced identity theft in the past, you may have an identity protection PIN, which you can input here. The second page will ask you to verify your tax information as a non-filer. Please submit last year's adjusted gross income in this box. If you did not file a tax return last year, enter 0. For couples filing jointly for a repeated time, simply make sure the info in both boxes match. If you do not enter your AGI, you may also enter last year's signature PIN, which has been previously self-selected. Continue on to the electronic signature, which should already have today's date entered for you. Then input your cell phone number, and if you have not done so before, select a signature PIN consisting of 5 numbers. Then add your date of birth as well as any information listed on a driver's license or state-issued ID if you have one. When you make an account with Intuit, it will ask you to verify your email address. Make sure you do this using the link sent to you in your email so that you may continue on to access your stimulus check. We hope that while we were unable to cover every scenario, the ones covered in this video have provided helpful information. Thank you for watching. To find more resources and videos, please go to en.contracovid.com/servicios-sociales or contact us at contracoviddata@gmail.com or call at 917-409-8720.